Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Halloween 2021 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in the deck that I'm using, it will be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. What message does Spirit have for Virgo for the 2021 Halloween? Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels. This one. And Spirit guides, angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels. I like that. Okay. Oh, awesome. All right, so this is going to be a shorter reading, most definitely, and we're going to see the story that Spirit brings us during this time, because this time, Halloween, is also Samhain in Celtic tradition. So what we have here is that we have the veil between the earthly plane and the spiritual realm being the thinnest. So the information that needs to come through comes through with power and intensity. So we're going to see what, of course, it has to say. So we start off with a beautiful card, the Nine of Cups. Then we have the Seven of Wands, the Prince of Wands, the Hierophant. Wow, that's interesting that the Hierophant twirled all around and went like full circle. So there's something coming full circle around a Taurus energy or around somebody. Oh, that's interesting. Around some. Okay, this could be like a person who has religious ties, because the Hierophant is the Pope in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So just be mindful of that. This could also be somebody who's just astoundingly talented. They could be a storyteller. They could be, a spiritual person. So something's coming full circle with them. That might only ring true for one person, but there's going to be something very powerful around here with them. All right, yeah. And then we have the Judgment. There's a sense of resurrection. There's a sense of power. There's a sense of rising. So that's going to be it's going to be interesting. For somebody, there's something around this Taurus energy here, so just be really mindful of this, and just be mindful that they might, there'll be something where like they slow down for a little bit, and then they gain back up their power, or they take on a new role, or they find themselves, kind of moving to a different place, moving to a different energy vibration. So just be aware of that here. And there is a sense of fire, of fire sign energy being connected to this. So fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right here. Things are coming full circle. Things are really quite changing. All right, very interesting right here. All right, so here we start off with the Nine of Cups. There's sweetness around us. There's a sense of passion and insight and ideas and building things forward, really coming forward for us during this time. We're going to see ourselves aligning with our heart. We're also going to see that we're getting a lot of what we wish for. We're getting a lot of what we desire and where we want to be and how we want things to move forward. And we're going to find ourselves embracing that passion, embracing that insight, embracing that connection for us and opening up that door. So that's going to be something that we find quite exhilarating. That's going to be something that we find quite fun. But we're also going to find that we don't see this as easily as other people do. People will point out, oh my gosh, you're so lucky. Look at this, look at that. And we're going to think, am I? Oh, okay. And there's going to be this sense of we're kind of the last person to see this, especially during this Halloween. We're going to be the last person to see the blessings that are around us, or maybe not the last person, but we kind of need to step back into that attitude of gratitude. And it brings us to the Seven of Wands. Now, there's a sense here of I'm going to be really quick to fight. I'm going to be really quick to sit there and be on the defensive. We can think that people are kind of making fun of us when they're not, or that something has to do with us when it doesn't. And so here we're going to find that we need to kind of step back and we need to calm down. We need to connect with what we love, and we need to connect with sweetness and beauty and passion and power to really embrace ourselves and embrace where we want to be, because we've kind of been on that fight or flight, mode. We've kind of been on the sense of I have to defend my high ground, or what is mine, or what I hold sacred, and if I don't defend this, it'll all fall apart. And what Spirit's saying here is like, it will take its course. It will work out the way it is supposed to work out. And we can't waste our energy on everybody who doesn't see things the same way we do, or, on every fool. We'll just be exhausted. So stepping back and stepping into ourselves is going to be the game changer. We are the student of our passion. We're going to find that something comes our way, some sort of insight, some sort of idea during this time when the veil is the thinnest. And it can even be a message from a fire sign energy, or a message from an astoundingly passionate person who just keeps on going, who just keeps on being. They might even have been, they might even be passed on, but they're going to still have this beautiful tie with us during this time. And they're going to be showing us different ways to move forward, and also different ways to connect spiritually to what we really want in our lives, to the way that we need to move forward. There can be modalities, insights, ideas that come to us, and we're thinking, wow, I was never interested in the, Shemitic path, or I was never, interested in this or that, and now I'm being drawn to it. Like, what is that? And it can seem really out there when we first start to read about it, or we first start to see it, or we first take a class in it, and then we're going to find like, wow, this really connects with me. This is really something that I desire. And it doesn't have to be spiritual or esoteric or anything like that. It can also be, I've always wanted to learn how to play the piano, and this was something I used to listen to my grandfather do, or, this is something that has this connection, and now I'm going to try. Now I'm going to take the time and, download an app and designate, a few minutes a day, or, a half an hour a day to this, or learning a language, or whatever. It's going to bring us closer to somebody who had a really powerful impact in our life, especially when we were a child, and especially that helped kind of forge our passions, forge what we want in our lives, and move us forward. With the Hierophant, there is somebody here who's going on a journey. I mean, seriously, no joke. And we're going to want to be maybe even more connected to them than we have been in a while. So just keep that in mind. But there is also the sense of we're going on this journey with ourselves to claim this power of where we stand and our voice and what we desire and where it is that we want to be and how it is that we want to move forward and what it is that is important for us. And so the Hierophant comes in a very real way. And this Taurus energy, we're going to be very grounded. It's going to play off of our Virgo energy really nicely, because earth sign energy and earth sign energy really go together. But we're going to find that there's this sense here of, if I can't step into my own shoes, if I can't walk my own path, then there is no point. There's going to be this little melodramatic moment where it's like, well, then what's the point of it all? And so here we're going to see that also the point of it is a connection with tradition, a connection with more than just ourselves. So there's going to be the sense of, not that we have to give up who we are at all. That's not what Spirit is saying. There is this sense of there's something greater coming in, and there's something greater guiding us. And we're going to see that, and we're going to see that in a way that might be a little bit bittersweet, might be a little bit overwhelming at times. So just being mindful of that. It doesn't mean anything bad's going to happen. It just means that something is going to come our way, and we might find that it really makes us melancholy before we embrace the gift, before we embrace this new avenue of our life, before we, walk down this path. It's like, oh, wow, I really wish I could have seen this in a different way, or I wish this message could have come to me with a different deliverance. And it moves us to judgment. It moves us to arising out of our slumber. This is the sleepers in Arthurian legend are the people who were put to sleep, with King Arthur to come and guard the land again. When when they needed it. That's why the trumpet is being blown here. And we're going to find that with us. There's something that's awakening within us because it's needed, because it was always living inside of us. And now we get to guard what it is that we want. We get to defend how it is that we move forward. There's a beauty and there's a ferocity and there's a power to us that comes to the forefront, Virgo. And that's going to be really quite lovely, but it is going to be a little bit overwhelming as this awakens within us and as we see these insights and ideas. It moves us to our subconscious message for this Halloween, which is the Sun, the happiest card in the whole entire deck. Happiness, joy, success, prosperity, bounty, a sense of love and light and brilliance just shining around us, haloing us, moving us forward, and going after what we really want within our lives. There's a sense here of embracing the sun, embracing our joy, turning our face to the sun, taking in that warmth. And there's also a sense of understanding that people will take us by eyes for living happiness, for living, our bliss, as Joseph Campbell would say, for embracing our bliss. All right, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace our power, our determination, and this beautiful Halloween. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Virgo, and may you have a blessed Halloween.